investigates a man accused of stealing thousands of taxpayer dollars and cheating the system.
The foodshare program pumps more than $1 million into Milwaukee each day.
It's supposed to only provide food to the hungry. Jermont Terry is here with what you are really paying for.
Yeah, Mike, a Quest card is basically food stamps for the digital era. A credit card you can use at stores approved by the USDA to buy food. But the I-Team discovered fraud within the system, and you paid for it. The I-Team's been on top of this story for months, exposing stores that are supposed to provide nutritious food for families who cannot afford it. Instead, our hidden camera uncovers stores that had hardly any food.
Oh boy.
Or stores that never opened or didn't even exist. All of them Quest-approved vendors. Your reaction when you saw the I-Team report?
Very upset.
The USDA claims its system is virtually fraud-free, only 1%.
The fraud in this program is there. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to realize that.
And now the I-Team uncovers a man charged with stealing almost $1 million of your money.
I mean, that's like a stab in the back.
Accused of pretending to sell frozen steaks to the homeless, collecting food share dollars in exchange. Is Mr. Williams available? And that's not the worst part. What's truly shocking, the USDA was warned 2 years before it took action.
They're looking a blind eye to it.
This is State Representative Samantha Kirkman.
I looked at it and I went, red flag here.
She saw what she believed to be fraud, so she asked for an audit of Wisconsin's food share program.
We can make some changes at the state level, but until we get the federal government as a partner in this issue, you know, our hands are tied.
Hands tied because in the current system, the state can really only police recipient fraud.
Unfortunately, with the federal government, you have to bring specific examples, and I don't know, you have to, knock on their door and keep knocking on their door.
I'm in the store right now. The I-Team knows firsthand. We've been knocking at that door for months, trying to get someone with the USDA to sit down and talk to us about the problems within the food share program. Instead, all we get are statements like this. The USDA has a zero-tolerance policy when it comes to fraud. We will continue to work aggressively with our local, state, and federal partners to hold bad actors accountable. That's the response after the USDA disqualified 2 stores as Quest vendors. The I-Team exposed those stores in our last story. This is one of those stores, Sticky Fingers Candies. It was an approved vendor even after the city denied its food license and shut it down. And no one was charged with a crime. Check out this hidden cam video the I-Team shot just last week at SNR Tobacco. It's an approved Quest vendor, but the shelves are bare, just as they were when the I-Team first busted this place months ago for not meeting nutrition requirements. And then there's this guy, John Williams. On paper, Williams says he owns and operates a truck that sells boxes of premium steaks door to door all over southeastern Wisconsin. But according to a federal complaint, Williams only drove around a 10-block radius in downtown Milwaukee. He allegedly only sold to those with Quest cards, and almost all of them were homeless. Williams' truck, his luxury SUV, and according to the complaint, he didn't actually sell anything. He's accused of taking a person's Quest card, swiping it through the card reader provided by the USDA, and splitting the cash, $200 to $300 at a time.
If you don't have constant oversight over these billion-dollar programs, you're going to have waste, fraud, and abuse.
There was some oversight. According to the complaint, the state warned the USDA about Williams twice in June of 2011. And what did the feds do? Investigators say the USDA sent Williams 2 more card readers. 5 months after that, he was busted and charged with food share fraud.
It's a big bureaucracy. I go by people's actions, not their words.
In Williams' case, the dollar amounts are staggering. According to the complaint, tens of thousands of dollars were collected each month for a year and a half, all after the state warned the USDA. A total of nearly $800,000 from you before he was finally stopped. We went to his home in Fox Point. Reaching out to him regarding the investigation of the food share. Do you think the current system has oversight?
No, not enough.
But Sheriff Clark does have a solution. He wants a local task force paid for with the money saved by catching food share crooks early in the game, because the program is needed, but so is integrity.
And the USDA just got back to us. Now it's saying it's been investigating Williams for more than a year, working with the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Department.
But we just heard from Sheriff Clark, and he's not exactly happy with the USDA.
You're exactly right, Mike. He says that the USDA obviously needs to do a lot more to protect our taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, very important, Jermont. Thank you very much for that investigation. Now, this is just one of the stories you have asked the I-Team to investigate. If you see or hear something that doesn't seem right, tell us. Go to tmj4.com/I-Team or find us on Facebook or Twitter. If you ask, we'll investigate.
Well, tonight,